Hatred-rooted consciousness explained. In Buddhist psychology, there are two types of hatred-rooted consciousness. So, what is hatred? Hatred is the mental state that arises as resistance toward an object. It is the feeling of dislike, rejection, or aversion. Words like anger, irritation, hostility, fear, displeasure, and unhappiness all describe this same root, hatred. Because it strikes against the object, it is also called Patigha, meaning mental collision or impact. Unlike greed-rooted consciousness, hatred-rooted consciousness does not divide based on different feelings. It is always associated with one type of feeling, unhappiness or mental pain known as domanassa, Vedana. This is the feeling that experiences the unpleasant nature of an object. It is also what we call sorrow. Hatred-rooted consciousness is divided only in one way, based on whether it is prompted or unprompted. So, there are two types. First, unprompted hatred-rooted consciousness. This arises naturally without any external influence. Second, prompted hatred-rooted consciousness. This arises due to encouragement, influence, or deliberate effort. For example, when a person kills or harms another being purely out of their own intention without anyone influencing them, this is unprompted hatred-rooted consciousness. But if they do the same action because someone encouraged them or pushed them into it, then it becomes prompted hatred-rooted consciousness. Now, here's something important. Even when people harm animals for fun, sometimes while laughing or playing, hatred is still there. In such cases, the hatred is subtle, but it is still there. On the other hand, when someone kills an enemy out of revenge or intense anger, the hatred becomes strong and aggressive. So we should not misunderstand. Just because there is laughter, it does not mean there is no hatred. When does hatred-rooted consciousness arise? Hatred-rooted consciousness arises in many unwholesome actions, such as killing, harsh speech, ill will, stealing, lying, slandering, and meaningless talk. But it doesn't stop there. It also arises in everyday situations. When we speak about others' faults, when we listen to criticism, when we hear about our own mistakes, when others point out our weaknesses, when people disobey us, when we see others doing wrong, or even when we think someone might do wrong, when someone touches what we care about, when someone asks for something we like, when others refuse to give us what we want, when people ignore our words, when they don't accept our opinions, when someone acts against us, even when we see our enemies or remember past conflicts. In all these moments, hatred-rooted consciousness can arise. Hatred also appears in the form of sorrow. When we lose loved ones, when we face loss or failure, when we regret our own mistakes. And it also arises as jealousy, when we see others living better than us, eating better, dressing better, driving nice vehicles, living in beautiful houses, receiving respect and recognition. In such moments, jealousy mixed with hatred arises in the mind. Some people constantly focus on the faults of others, thinking about them, talking about them. For such people, many hatred-rooted unwholesome thoughts arise every single day. If you found this explanation helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep and simple Buddhist teachings.